Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. It's like 5:30 in the morning. But this is my review for Love at the Lockup Season 2, Episode 23. My power came back on, and I have been working ever since. But I'm happy that, you guys are here. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, to like this video and all that good stuff. Again, this is Love at the Lockup season. I'm like, what? Season 2, episode 23. This is the season finale, but I don't know. Next week, the new season starts with new people, so I will be reviewing that as well and stuff. But so again, Marcelino and Brittany are up first. So they're basically going to court for Giovanni. They're going up against Tito to try to get Brittany some kind of custody of the baby. And, even though they're both kind of nervous, I don't want to be nervous, I don't want to be nervous. Well, my thing is, I feel like this. Marcelino almost fucked up everything. Marcelino was the reason that they're even having to go to court right now. And it's bullshit if you ask me. So they go to court. We see Tito there as well with his wife, his girlfriend, or whatever. Tito do look different. Tito do look like he may have been through some things recently and we don't know what they are. But I will say he do look a little different. Okay, to say the least. I think my screen's up too high. But I'm like, it is what it is. They go into court, they come out, and we find out that Brittany they now have joint custody. It's 60-40. She has 60%, he has 40%, which lets us know something is going on with Tito for him to go from having 100% custody to having 60-40. But I also feel like Brittany never wanted 100%. She lost custody because she was on drugs and in prison. I feel like she always wanted to go for 50-50. So I don't feel like it was a win in the aspect of Tito lost something. I think Brittany got what she wanted in the first place. It was Marcelino who wanted 100%. It was Marcelino who went over to Tito's house and asked for basically full custody of that man's son, which caused them to fight. So I feel like it didn't have to be this stressful situation. I feel like if Marcelino would have just not went over there, guns a blazing, it would not have been a big issue. So, but she has now 60% custody, and it's just joint physical custody. So I think it's a win-win. It wasn't as if Marcelino was one who almost fucked it up. Because again, he was trying to say, oh, we need 100%. And that wasn't what needed to happen. And I think that's equal. Again, she's been gone for 3 years. So if she has 60% and Tito has 40%, I feel like that's kind of equal. Anyway, so we then see later on, and we see the stuff kind of time jumps because I'm like, it seems like it's like, a month later or whatever. I think I'm listening. It's like a month later, but we see how Brittany gets a phone call from Sasha, and it's like, oh, what cell are you in? I'm looking like, do y'all know each other's cell? Like, what are you going to? You gonna bring her out? Oh, I'm in cell 31. Is it facing the Dunkin' Donuts, the Quickie Mart, Bob's Burgers? Or, the Krusty Krab. Which place is it facing? Them saying, oh, it's facing, the church or the church. I don't know, church or whatever. Oh, okay, he knows what that is. Marcelino used to go visit Brittany when she was in prison. And if he could not see her, he would be outside somewhere for her to see him from the window. So he know where they need to be by the church for her to see them out, for her to see them out the window. And so they go there. And they go there because they ask her to be the godmother to the little girl. Okay, and Marcelino holds up his daughter like she is Simba in the circle of life. And I feel like, he said how, now I feel like she's family, and it's fine. I'm like, what? Is she no longer a prisoner? Is she no longer, involved in somebody getting murdered? I just need to know if she's no longer, in jail. The issue he had was the fact that why would we make somebody the godmother who's in jail. Or maybe they make her the godmother and it won't be about her taking the baby. And they made a whole little sign to hold up for her to see. And I'm like, first of all, can she see that far from where she is? I guess so. But they held it up, and she said, "I'm gonna be out there at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, I want you to look out your window." I'm like, "But do prisoners know what time it is?" I only know one person. Well, I know a few people in jail. I'm gonna ask the people I know in jail, like, do y'all be knowing what time it be? Like, do y'all have clocks and watches? I wonder, cause how would she know when it's 8 o'clock? I mean, I know she can maybe ask someone, but do that is because why you want why you need what time you got to be somewhere? You know, I don't know. Anyway, so they may have clocks, and I just may be an idiot, but I've never been to prison, so I don't know if they have clocks and they say I don't. It's not my forte. Okay, but again, they out there at 8, and then they're like Sasha, and then they see somebody flicking a light, I guess, and I'm like, they have light switches. What kind of prison is she in? I thought the life was controlled by the prison. I'm missing so much about prison life. I just don't know what to do. Anyway, they hold the sound up or whatever, and I mean, we don't know because she can't. You can't hear her from over there. So I mean, they could have at least had a follow up phone call where she said, "I saw the sign," and yes, but no, it just went off with them saying how she's family or whatever, and they're gonna be by her side, for the next 10 years when she's in prison. I say, girl, sometimes I don't know what to do with these people. Okay, next up we have our favorite crazy couple. Okay, they have a new picture of the crazy couple. Okay, a whole new picture. Clint and Tracy. Yep, they sat there looking like that. Okay, they absolutely did. They didn't care what it looked like. They, were just like, you know what? This is what we look like. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit here with my husband looking like we look, okay? And I wish anybody would tell me, that I don't look right. Well, Tracy, you look a little bit wrong. Just a little bit. I feel like, I know Clint loves Tracy. I understand that Clint loves Tracy. I completely do. However, I feel like to not acknowledge Tracy and Clint are true crackhead models, okay? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyway, they renew their vows, okay? They renew their vows. She has on a whole little dress, okay? Let me find the dress that she said, I feel more like a bride this time than I ever did before. And I said, oh, okay, so she's in a white dress. She said, because last time, of course, she got married, they were in a bar. It was loud people, drunk people, or whatever. So, I guess I'll blow it up as much as I can. I feel like a bride this time. And I really love Clint. I really, 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 really do. And I'm not, girl, if you say so. So they get married in the chapel. Okay. Because again, last time it was in the bar. And baby Jack, and little crack. You know what I'm saying? I just can't take these two serious because they always look like they just one dose away from losing it all. Okay, there's one little dose, one little hit, one little sniff away from losing it all. And I'm just like, girl, I can't do it. Anyway, they get married, they kiss. It was disgusting to see them kiss because it was like an open mouth tongue kiss. And that Kofi, the dude who plays Ralph, Kofi could open mouth kiss someone, and I would find it disgusting. I think open mouth kisses publicly are disgusting. I think you do that, it just doesn't look appealing. It really, really doesn't. No one looks good open mouth kissing anybody. It's just ugh. But with them two, it was like, oh my god, oh no, my god, just please don't do that. Anyway, they said they're gonna be together forever. She told him that he can't, you can run, but you can't hide. Okay, you cannot get rid of me. You're stuck with me, and we can get through anything and everything. And I said, oh, that's a good thing to do. And she just kept saying how much, because see, they was sitting there together, holding hands and everything, so a little way, and they were just sitting there as a couple, because as she said, we can get through anything. Well, I hope she can get through this. So as you see, this is Tracy. Tracy was recently arrested. Okay, recently meaning on the 6th, which what, 2 days ago? 2, 3, whatever. I don't know what days that is. Like 4 or 5, girl, I don't know, days ago. Okay, she was arrested on the 6th for a controlled substance possession. Now, they say it's a second-degree felony in Texas because she was in Texas. But yeah, this is her mugshot. I mean, clearly, she's on something. Okay, now there's no mugshot for Clint, so clearly they was not together, or at least he did not get arrested as well. But she looks bad. Like, she looks bad. Like, she don't have no brows, or they may have just wiped off her makeup. But I'm just saying, girl, it just the hair looks a mess. You wonder, like, at what point did that happen? I just can't. So, I mean, I guess it is, but yeah, she's in jail right now. Her bond is like $5,000. I don't think Clint got it. You know what I'm saying? Clint always said, if you go back to jail, I'm done. Now, they used to have been online and doing podcasts, all that stuff. They've been quiet the past couple of days. Why? Because she's arrested. Okay, I say, girl, if it ain't you, it'll be somebody else, or it'll still be you. Lizzie and Scott are still arguing. You know what I'm saying? They outside, you know what I'm saying? And Lizzie is again telling Scott, I do not want to be with you, Scott. I do not want to be with you. We are not together. And Scott is just begging and pleading her to be there for him, to stay with him, to give him another chance. He's at her car, blocking her from getting in. And she's like, move, Scott. I'm leaving, Scott. Move, Scott. And he's like, can't you be there for me? I was there for you. You know what I'm saying? I supported you all that time. You can't support me? No. If my PO comes, I go to jail. I get why she wants to leave. She don't want to be with a drug addict. She demand being one and being supported as one, but she don't want to be with one. And I think she also feels like he don't have the money to really support her because he's a drug addict. And plus, I do not think Lizzie wants to go back to jail. I really, really, really do. And then when he blocked her car, move, Scott, I'm going home. I'm leaving. I'm not coming back or whatever. He then go in his pocket and pull out a wad of cash and throws it at her. Say, oh, maybe now you be nice to me. I'm like, did you expect her to pick it up, Scott, and say, yes, let me be your friend now? Scott and Lizzie are self-destructing crazy people. Meaning, Lizzie wants what she wants, Scott wants what he wants. They should not want each other, okay? You can't feel like you can keep giving her money and she'll just keep accepting whatever you're giving her. And Lizzie, you can't expect for him to be clean just to pay for you. But I did not like how he pulled out that money and tossed at her like she was like a prostitute. I'm looking like, wow. I'm happy she left it there and pulled off. And he was so dumb to where that you didn't lost all that money. I'm pretty sure it was blowing in the wind or whatever. And she pulls off and leaves him there by his lonesome. And he's pissed. I can't believe that. All that time I wasted. He then took a baseball bat and was beating up someone's car. I don't know if it was his car. I hope it was his car. Because if he took a baseball bat to beat up someone else's car, he's stupid. Okay, but crack would do that, People were saying how, oh, well, if Scott would have stayed with her, or no, if Lizzie would have stayed with Scott, or maybe, no. They were saying if Lizzie had never came to see Scott, he probably could have gotten clean. No, if she had not went to see Scott, Scott would not have admitted he had a problem with drugs. So it's a good thing she went when she did, because it made him have to confess what he was doing. And it also showed her she ain't supposed to be there. She supposed to be somewhere else, scam with somebody else for something else. Just on back there. So we then see that Lizzie is at her mom's house. Okay, now her mom, who we have never saw, because basically, she's a whole stranger. But where's mama? There she go. So, she's at her mom's house because her daughter Jasmine is graduating. So that's Lizzie's mom. She looks like her mom, and so does Jasmine. Okay, so that's mom. You see her? She's gonna disappear, and they were there because Lizzie is graduating. Okay, you see Lizzie? Lizzie is graduating, and I can stop putting up. I really be hating putting up two pictures because I have to resize it, and I'm just like, I'm tired right now, y'all. But also energized. But and of course, this is Lizzie. What girl? She can't get them edits right to save her life, but it's okay. But I think it was just I don't know what it was. So again, Lizzie is there, the mom is there, whatever. They're celebrating Lizzie. They're celebrating Jasmine graduating from high school, and she's 20. I'm assuming something happened, and that's why she's graduating 3 years late. It's fine because at least she graduated. Somebody said that she had a kid, so maybe the kid prevented her from graduating on time. That's usually what happens. Let me not do that. But yeah, she's 20, graduating from high school. But again, she's all that matters is that she graduated. So at the celebration, Lizzie decides this is the best time to tell Jasmine that she went and seen Scott. Lizzie, you're dumb. Okay. I went and seen Scott. I went to LA. I went and seen Scott. What? Why would you do that? I told you I fucked about that. Like, why would you lie to me? And Lizzie said, like, look, I went because I had to figure out for myself if me and him were really over. I went there and he was on drugs still or whatever. I told you, Mom, he's not good for you. I know that now. I'm sorry. I won't lie to you anymore. And I love you. And yeah, you're fine, okay, but you can't lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me, Mom. Why is she cussing at her mama? My mama will punch me in the throat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's just crazy. So anyway, she says now she's gonna focus on, this is a new beginning for us or whatever. You can trust me, and they all hug it out. And she said how now she's focusing on keeping her family together and being honest with her daughter. And I said, oh well, that's nice. You know, again, it was real quick, real easy. It was what it was, but I feel like thank God she did not stay with Scott. And I wish it was is Scott still smoking crack? Does Charlene still live there? Who car did he beat up? I don't know. We won't find out because this is the season finale. Andrea and Lamar. I don't have a picture of them, but it was with us. Um, she is still holding that man's wallet and debit card hostage with his ID. And, he's upset. You know what I'm saying? She's still kind of had it in the bathroom, but she comes out and they have a conversation or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? She said, well, look, how can we discuss this? Can you just stay here for 6 months? He's like, hell no. I don't even trust you. You went through my wallet, took my ID, took my debit card. Like, I don't trust you. You on some crazy bitch shit or whatever. And she is. She truly, truly, truly is. So, she brings up how, what I'm saying, his family is the reason that he went back to jail. So she had to take drastic measures to make sure he just would stay with her because his family is just no, they're bad. No, I'm like, girl, you doing too much. He like, look, fuck you, I'm leaving. I ain't got time for this. He then takes his cell phone and her cell phone as well. Don't take my phone, Lamar. The kids on their way. The kids gotta talk. That's how I talk to the kids. Like, you can't take my phone, Lamar. Lamar, don't take my phone. The kids gonna call. He like, man, fuck them kids. He is going. He went and got in the car. I was like, I'll give your phone back when you give me back my ID and my debit card. And I got your license, so if you get put over, you going back to jail. And he pulls off. And I'm like, this is crazy. Now, Andrea is in the bed crying. His daddy died. Not his daddy, not his daddy. His cousin got shot and got killed. His uncle got shot and got killed. His brother got shot and got killed. I don't want to go back to the hood. I understand not wanting to go back to the hood. There's a big difference between not wanting to go back to the hood where it's not safe and talking to your husband about being somewhere better. You can't just take him on a trip to somewhere to Utah with the Mormons and then say we ain't going back to LA. And I got my kid. You can't. That's literally called kidnapping. That is literally the definition of kidnapping. Bringing someone somewhere and telling them and preventing them from leaving. That is what kidnapping is, okay? I'm just saying it is. Anyway, Lamar then come back. And he like, man, you out here looking desperate. Out here looking desperate. I say, well, she technically is, He brings up how he only back to get his ID and then he leaving. And say like, you just acting crazy. You're in that crazy bitch shit or whatever. He tells her how he said it's steps and ways that you do things. Like the way you're doing things is crazy. He then said crazy people don't even understand when they're being crazy. Like you. Because she said, I'm not crazy. Yes, you are. But again, crazy people don't understand that they're crazy. And they don't, truth be told. So, he like, the way you did things don't make no sense. And you can't dictate what I do. And she's trying to dictate not only what he do, who he see, who he hang out with, where he lives. She's got him back in prison. This is just a Mormon prison, okay, in a nice house. And I know you're going, oh, it's just a nice house. No one wants to live in Utah except people who already live there. Okay? No one's like, you know what? I need to move somewhere. Where I'm going to move to? I'm going to move to Utah. No one says that. No one says that unless you're a Mormon from somewhere else and you move there. Anyway, she brings up how, what I'm saying, I can stay here. How about I stay here, get things settled, get things straight away. You go back to LA, but you come back here in 3 weeks. He was like, hell no. And I gave him back my goddamn ID and my debit card. So, you know what I'm saying? So you want to stay in the ghetto forever? Well, you can leave some stuff here. He like, I ain't leaving shit. Because this time, she done gave him back his ID. You know what I'm saying? He like, I ain't leaving shit here. I ain't dealing with this shit here, whatever. But the kids, Lamar, the kids on their way back, he like, man, fuck them kids, I'm done. Lamar is leaving. He's literally packing his bags and leaving. With the blue blocker sunglasses on, he is leaving the place. I can't do it no more. I'm done, or whatever. So, he ain't gonna be happy without me. He gonna get back to the house. I cook, I clean, I do this, I do that. He will not be there. He gonna miss us. No, he will never leave me. He is addicted to me. And she's saying all of this as he is packing his shit, walking out the house with suitcases and pulls off and leaves her and does not look back. Okay. Uh, and then she look out the window and say, wow, he's really leaving. Yes, he's really leaving and going home. He's going home. What you should have did was, Lamar, I want to move from California. And we need to have that discussion. Not, hey, let's go to Utah to visit. And then you get there, you just say, well, we ain't going back. That ain't how you do things. That makes a man do what? Pack his bags and leave. Now, in the car, he said to the camera, to producers, how, it's just starting to get real frustrating. And I'm trying my best. I don't want to go back to jail, but I can't deal with it no more. It's just I think it's the Mormon thing or whatever. I don't know what's wrong with her. And he just gone, and I ain't trying to risk my freedom. It's smart. She driving you crazy. She trying to hold you captive, and you don't want to go to jail. So the smart thing to do is leave. Wholeheartedly leave. She then at the house, and he gone now, right? He is wholeheartedly gone, and she's like, he wouldn't leave me. He would be empty without me and them kids. He's addicted to me, girl. And this is her. I can't believe he left me. I feel like a failure. I can't believe he left me. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he will see how empty he is. No, he will not see how empty life is. Without life ain't empty yet for you, Andre. And I think she don't get that as much as she feel like she trying to be helpful. As much as she feel like she is protecting him. She's nagging him and she's making him feel like he's in prison still. This in a Utah Mormon prison. And I'm like, girl, just stop it. And that's how they think in. Her sitting there crying, seeing the kids on the way there, and him in his car gone. Okay. And last but not least, Megan, Sarah, and Michael. Michael has told Sarah that he wants a divorce. Okay. The majority of this conversation is between Michael and Sarah. Let's make that clear. And, they're still in that house in Flint. And because she's still visiting him, I'm so tired, y'all. And, when he said, like, Sarah, we need to get divorced, she looked at him like he was an alien. And, like, she had no idea why he would say that. Because, she was the one who wanted that they wanted a divorce. But I'm like, you didn't want to let him get up in there. You ain't say nothing. So, again, these two are having a whole conversation because he just told her that he wants a divorce. And, she said, I'm only shocked because he said it while holding our daughter and, our other kid was there too. I'm like, girl, them kids is 2 or 3 and a newborn. They don't know what, the newborn don't even understand words, okay? The newborn can't even really comprehend nothing going on. The newborn barely knows it's alive, okay? And the kid who's like 4, she don't know nothing. She think her dad been gone for years and he's really been gone for months. So my thing is, she don't comprehend too much things either. I just think, she says to him, do you think it's smart? I'm like, does he think it's smart? It's the smartest thing he's ever said. Y'all do need to divorce because y'all are not a married couple at all. You know what I'm saying? Now, he like, look, I can give Michael this credit. I can give him this little bit of credit because for the first time ever, he's completely honest with her. He said, like, you know what I'm saying? I've already admitted everything I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? I've already took ownership of what I did or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But that's not fixing it. That's not. I told you we should go to counseling. We should get therapy. We should get help, and we should talk. I told you that. He like, Sarah, like that ain't gonna fix shit. I'm like, first of all, the fact that she's saying like we should fix it, we should get no. You trying to salvage it. He like we should not even be married. Don't you get that? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can give him credit for saying like we can't fix it. I ain't shit. And not only that, I don't want to be married to you. So, he like we would talk about stuff or whatever, and you would still not be supportive or whatever, and that would just be frustrating. He said, you act like, she like you act like I knew you was cheating. You act like I knew you was engaged to some other girl or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know that you were doing the things. Yes, you did. You knew that before he went to jail, he was already a cheater. You knew that. You just assumed because he was in jail, accepting your money and your love and your affection, that he had changed. Jail don't change cheaters. It may change people who rob banks. It may change people who commit crimes. If he's a cheater, he's going to cheat. Period. Okay? That ain't what jail do. That ain't what jail will make a person feel like, okay, I'm going to be faithful to you and only you. And they get home and it's every vagina they see, they in. So you can't make it seem as if, oh, we were great before. No, y'all weren't. And then he even said, like, we had issues while I was in jail. You chose to ignore those issues because you wanted to be with him. You were willing to be blind to how much of a fuckboy he was to just be with him because you had just been, girl, it's stupidity. Anyway, and even if she did not know about Megan, you knew about other people. So he like, look, I was not engaged to her or whatever, but I do love Megan. You know what I'm saying? When I told you that, you didn't tell me that. I did tell you that. Look, we shouldn't even be discussing her because like she don't like her. She can't do with the situation. Yes, she do. Do you still love her? How do you feel about her now? He said yes. He said yes. I do still love her. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to her every day and we're not together, but I do still love her. I'm like, And as she's asking him these questions, she thought he would lie to her again because usually he would lie and say no, I don't love her. He was honest, and when he said yes, I love her, I don't love you, she was like, her whole world crashed. And I don't feel bad for her only because you put yourself in this situation. Because again, he was a fuckboy before he went to jail. And you just kept putting up with it. The same way that Megan know he's a cheater, married man or whatever, and she's still putting up with this. I don't feel bad for her either. And I'm my girl, but he was truthful with her. He then said, but you proposed to me. How dare you get me pregnant and leave me for 3 years? I felt like you left me and your daughter to struggle. You know what I'm saying? That her black voice come out. You know what I'm saying? And I held you down. He said you did. You held me down the whole. I get that you really, really did. I get that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You come home, but I'm like, you let him come home and knock up a second time. So even if you say you got me pregnant and then left for 3 years, he came home and you repeated the same thing. He knocked you up again and left again. So you put yourself in these situations, okay? So he said, look, that's true. You know what I'm saying? When I got out, I was happy to see my daughter, but I was not happy to see you. I said, oh shit. Oh shit. I was like, wow. And again, if you don't ask questions, you don't want the answers to. And this is the crazy part. She came there to give him divorce papers. And she hasn't even mentioned to him that she did that. The whole time he breaking up with her. Making her feel like shit. I said, girl, I would have seen that man and said, here you go. No, we need to get divorced. And I would not have wanted any of this conversation. She wanted to give him divorce papers so that he would then say, no, let's stay together. No, she wanted him to try to fix it. She didn't try to get divorced to get divorced. She wanted to get a divorce to force him to be with her deeper. And that ain't work at all. She ends up going to Flint and getting her whole heart crushed. And it's like, girl, you know what I'm saying? He again said, like, we had issues while I was in prison. He said, it's time where I wanted to be with my daughter alone and you won't let me. Because you're not the father. You can't come home and be a father. It takes one that you wasn't there. I'm like, I get that. But I don't think his point was you always want to be there like we're a whole, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And sometimes I don't want to be around you. I just want to be spend time with my daughter. And so I was basically kissing Megan's ass to see my kid. And that's kind of what it was. You know what I'm saying? But you proposed to me, Michael. you proposed to me. He said, I did. He said, but I did that just to see my kids. And again, she was like, again, he was very truthful. He still ain't shit. He ain't nothing. But this instance, he was completely honest about it all. He put it all out on the table for her. You know what I'm saying? He like, he said, you wouldn't let me see my kids, so I proposed, so I could see my kids. I figured if we was married, I can say whatever. I only did it for the kids. He said, are you lying to me? He's like, no. That's it. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. He brings up how she is in love with or wants to be with an old version of him that doesn't exist anymore. I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can see if you was with somebody when you was young and now you've been gone for in prison for 3 years, like you've changed and they don't know who you are. I get that. But again, he was a fuckboy beforehand. Period. Okay. So you would, girl, when she, it was crazy because every time he was honest with her, you can see a little bit of part of her dad each time. I don't love you. I only propose to you for the kids. Like I don't want to be with you. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, girl, it's kind of crazy. We then see so they have that whole so her whole heart is broken, but he feels fresh and so clean for getting all off his chest. And then the daughter come in, and then Sarah White voice come back on. Her damn white voice is crazy. So we then later see how, you know what I'm saying, she then said that she's packing up to leave Flint. How, Michael isn't the same Michael that she fell in love with before. You know what I'm saying, I have to move on or whatever. I know he loves the girls, you know what I'm saying, and he'll be a good father, but I need him to be a good father himself without me helping him do things, without me putting forth the effort from the city kid. Like, I'm not going to come to Flint no more for him to see the kid. Like, he has to come to me. And I have seen him on social media where it's pictures of, he's posted pictures of him, just him and the girls. Like, him and the little baby and the older baby or whatever. So, I mean, he is at least seeing them now, so we shall see. But I'm like, but what's crazy to me is she never gave him divorce papers. Girl, you wasted your money if you did not get that man divorce papers. Anyway, so we see he get home, he FaceTime Megan, he tell Megan what happened. I seen Sarah, I seen my kids, whatever, and I told her we should divorce. Are you serious? Are you for real? He like dead ass. I'm like, you not from New York. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Well, okay, that's fine or whatever. But she do say, like, I don't believe him fully. I'm going to wait to see what he going to do because he was lying. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, And then he say, because him and Megan is weird because since she kissed his friend, they not really on good terms or whatever. But I'm like, would you call her and tell her that you divorced your wife? It's just, I just can't. I cannot. We then see it's like months later because it's no longer winter, okay? So it's no longer winter and no one has on a winter coat and Michael has his, summertime edges out. And I'm like, boy, so he gets home, he sees his mom and his sister and hands them a paper he got from his PO. He's officially off probation or parole. He's officially off tether. He's a free man. He said, I've been waiting 7 whole years to be this free. And I said, so is your edges. Anyway, so he says he's gonna fix things or handle things with Megan. I need to go handle things with Megan. That's the first thing I want to do now that I'm on paper. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus. He said, I'm gonna go to Texas or whatever. I'm gonna make amends with her, and I'm not gonna tell her I'm coming. I'm gonna pop up because if I don't, she may tell me not to come. And the sister then said, you know what I'm saying? But she cheated with your friend. Shut up, Day. Shut up, go dance somewhere in them goddamn binocular glass that you always be having on stage. Go on somewhere, girl. Go on somewhere. The mama then say, I don't think you should do that because I feel like Megan ruined, my son and stuff like shit. I'm like, mama, shut up. And I mean that in all due respect. Shut up. Your son ruined his marriage. Megan did not know he was married. Before he met Megan or before Megan found out, he had already ruined that. And as he said, he didn't even want to be with her. But again, I get she ain't watched the season yet. So hopefully when she watches this season, she'll see it wasn't that he met Megan and he, did not want to go back. He didn't want to be with Sarah in the first damn place. Period. And Megan could have given him a reason to not be with her, but I digress. So we then see he does fly to Texas. It's the first time he's flew there. And he pops up on her. But in the car, on the way to see her, the phone rings, and you assume it's Megan. I thought maybe it was Sarah because the person said they was home from work and how they was out with the kids at the park, and then he like, all right, I'll talk to you later. So I thought, okay, it must be Sarah, but it sounded like Megan's voice, and the producer then said, oh, was that Megan? He's like, nah, it's another girl. Like he just called at the wrong time or whatever. Why you answering for girl? Michael probably has a whole other family that we don't know about, and because he keeps saying how he has to go talk to Megan to tell her something he don't know how she's gonna take it. I'm looking like, oh my god, if Michael has a third person with kids, somebody just girl, I cannot, I cannot. But he gets to her house, he pops up, okay, he knocks on the door, knock knock knock, who's that knocking? Who's that knocking on the door? It's Michael, okay, and Megan opens it. She's like, what are you doing here? And she peeks around and sees the cat. What do you do? What's going, like she was actually surprised. Um, so she comes outside or whatever, and I'm like, girl. So he said, well, I told you when I was locked up that as soon as I was off tether and when I was off parole, I was going to come visit you. So I kept my promise, and I'm here to see you. And she's like, well, we have, trust issues or whatever. Like, we have things we have to work past. He then says, I want to get past our trust issues and get back to a good space together. And it goes off with them hugging. I'm looking like, wait, what's the fucking secret? Who was the woman on the phone? What's going on? So I'm assuming that it will be another season with these people. Not all of them. I think it'll be Michael and Megan, and of course Sarah, and whoever this other girl is. I think it'll be also Clint and Tracy, because that's just a train wreck waiting to happen. And it will possibly be, I mean, it could be Marcelino. No, and also Andrea and Lamar. I think they will be on the next season of like life as a Lockup, and it'll probably be people from this current season of new people. But I'm like, I think their story is gonna continue on in like December or something. I don't know, but I think for sure that no, I'm not updating on my update later. I hate when Apple try to update, get them updates messing up my phone. Anyway, I think they'll be on another season because none of them posted. Like, usually Megan goes live after the show. She didn't. No one. A lot of people didn't. So I'm figuring they must be continuing on this story. And girl, I'll be there to watch it and review it. Anyway, I am about to edit this video, and y'all will get it. I don't know when. Um, Maybe Sunday or late Saturday. I'm so tired, y'all. But my power going out ruins everything. Anyway, love, peace, and hair grease and stuff or whatever and whatnot. And peace.